Now let's take example number 4. 8 into 1769 multiplied by 125. Let's use the commutative property and do it like 8 into 125 into 1769, right? Now let's associate these two values. 125 into 8, 1000, 1000 into 1769, right? Now what will it come out to be? 1769. So this is how we made our calculation very easily using the properties of whole numbers, right? Now let's take another question. A school canteen charges ₹20 for lunch and ₹4 for milk for each day, right? Then how much money do you spend in 5 days on these things? Now what the statement is saying, there is a school canteen which charges rupees 20 for lunch and rupees for milk, right? For one day, right? Then they want us to calculate how much money we are going to spend in 5 days on these things. On these things means on lunch and milk, right? So let's start with the solution. So first of all, let's write the cost of lunch for one day. What is it? ₹20. Okay. Cost of lunch for one day, ₹20. Okay. Cost of milk for one day, ₹4. ₹4, right? Now let's calculate the total cost for one day. Total cost for one day. What it will be? Cost of lunch and cost of milk, right? Now total cost will be ₹20 plus ₹4. ₹20 plus 4, right? So till now we got the cost for one day, but what we want is we want the total cost for 5 days, right? So how will we calculate the total cost for 5 days? Is total cost for one day is ₹20 plus 4, and the total cost for 5 days will be 5 multiplied by cost for one day, right? And the cost of one day is ₹20 plus 4. Okay, so we got this equation. Let's solve it. 5 multiplied by 20 plus 4, 24, right? 24 into 5, 120. So this is how we calculated the total cost for 5 days, right? Now let's move to our example number 6, right? Find 12 into 35 using distributive property. Okay, let's start. 12 into 35, right? So can I write 35 as 30 plus 5, right? 30 plus 5 is nothing but 35. Okay, so now let's apply distributive property, because our question says we need to find 12 into 35 using distributivity, right? And what is distributivity? A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. So let's apply this. According to this property, what we will do is A into B, which means 12 into 30, okay, plus 12 into 5, right? So what will be 12 into 30? 360 plus 12 into 5, 60. Okay, now what we are left with? 360 plus 60, which will be 420, which is our answer, right? Let's move to example number 7 now. Simplify 126 into 55 plus 126 into 45. 126 into 55 plus 126 into 45. From these equations, this part and this part, right? We can take 126 into common. 126 from this part and 126 into this part, right? We have taken this common. So now what we are left with is 55 plus 45, right? Let's take 126 as it is and let's solve this bracket. 55 plus 45 is 100. And now 126 into 100 is 12,1600. So this way we are done with some of the examples related to properties of whole numbers.